Do you like breaking behemoth's parts and making them cry? Every single 2 seconds? Breaking every single part of them? Well, you come to the right place. We're gonna give you a build which breaks everything. I mean, everything.
Alright lads, welcome back to the channel. With the addition of the new Terra Escalation, I thought I'm going to do a couple of builds in the next couple of days and weeks just to mold you guys into the new Escalation and give you a couple of build ideas just to play around with, because obviously with the power creep right now, there's a lot of things you can do to maximize damage, etc, etc. But today we're doing a part 2 of my break anything repeaters build, starting from the Umbra Escalation from the last escalation which came out, but now we've got a Terra Escalation variant. It's very similar to that last previous video, which I will link in the description below. Definitely go check that out if you want to know how to beat Frax and destroy all of his parts. But this build is tailored towards Terra Escalation, as I already said. So without further ado, the build goes like this. We've got the Austrian repeaters with cunning +3, evasion +3, standard barrel, marksman chamber, captain's grip, precision sights, and Assyrian prism. Just quickly, I actually a little bit of a disclaimer here. This says +15, but I actually had it at +10 within the run I'm going to show you in a moment. So bearing in mind the numbers you see are actually 5 levels lower than what it actually shows here. So bear that in mind, that it can actually be better than what you're actually seeing. So yeah, I messed up there. Also, the marksman chamber paired up with the precision sights is really good for breaking parts. So this is why this build is obviously tailored towards breaking parts. And then this obviously captain's grip launches a buff which allows you to be a lot more quicker. And obviously the prism, this is probably the best prism in the game in my opinion. Serum prism, you can change this if you want, but my opinion, just stay with the serum prism. And also another thing you can change, the mobility cell, you can change to whatever you'd like, but I just like having evasion. So they're the change you can actually do to the build. Then we've got Shroud Head with Discipline, Rezakiri Chestplate with Catalyst, Molkarian Arms with Predator, Charog Feet with Discipline again. Then we've got Ember Main's Lantern with Catalyst. Honestly, feel free to change to Drast Lantern if you really would like, but I like the additional attack speed. It's whatever you'd rather, and it's obviously player's preference. So out of those two, they're my opinion. And then I went with Blitz, Frenzy, and obviously the classic Granny's Heartbreaker, the new additional tonic, which is breaking the game at the moment for trials. And to be honest, any build you rock with this is just so OP. But obviously we're running Catalyst, so we had to put in the Granny's Heartbreaker. And obviously this is focusing on crit. So yeah, the perk summary looks a bit like this. +6 of Catalyst, Cunning, Discipline, Predator, and Rage. And obviously the +3 evasion, as I already said, change it to whatever you'd like, but I just like having the increased invulnerability windows by 21%. That's the build. If you are new to the channel, feel free to like, subscribe if you are new, because we'll be doing a lot more builds in the upcoming days in regards to Terra Escalation. So yeah, I will now quickly pass you through to my amps. So my Escalation talent point tree looks like this. +2 of Hunger, Pact of Hunger, sorry. +3 of Zai's Maneuvers, +2 Torrent Shield, +2 Pact of Swiftness, +2 Pact Tactics, +1 of Mender's Gift, +2 of Reckoning, +2 of Upgrade Element Forums, +3 of Cat Claws, +3 of Thriller the Hunt, and all importantly, the 1 Critical Thunder. So the tree doesn't matter too much as long as you're unlocking Critical Thunder. This is the main thing you want to be unlocking, because it gives you the Shock Escalation amps, the Spiteful Onslaught, the Jeweler's Precision, and the Brilliant Impact. These are like a must-have to get the best possible damage outputs in the game, and definitely you want to be unlocking this. Also, I do recommend putting through Thriller the Hunt, Cat Claws, Upgrade Element Forms, Reckoning, and Pact of Swiftness. This is obviously, they're the best ones for attack and damage, so anything else can be mix and match, but I do recommend using talent tree, very similar to mine. But as long as you do have this Critical Thunder, it's not really an issue. Just make sure that's the main thing you are unlocking. So that's my trio. I now pass you through to the run. Obviously, we're running Catalyst, so make sure you are potting every single round. There is no need to use the Granny's Heartbreaker straight away. Obviously, I like to use them on rounds 2 and rounds 4, and obviously the final round. Obviously, they're double behemoths, and a little bit of help goes a long way. As you can see, what you do is you mark up one spot with the build. You get really, really close to make sure your empowered shots are reloaded, and then you just keep firing on the empowered, the marksman shot. As you can see, everything's breaking already on the Ember main. I'm pretty sure this is the 4th part about to break now. Yeah, that's that broken, and then the final 5th part over here. I don't think I actually managed to get the 6th part break on the tail, which is a bit of a shame, but no matter. Yeah, regardless, you can see the damage already, even if this is only round 1 with no amps, so yeah, it's pretty devastating. Obviously, the amp choices, I got really, really lucky, and I had VI and Thrill the Hunt first round, and I was really in dilemma. But normally I'll go with Thrill the Hunt, but because VI, for me personally, I never ever get, I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to go with VI. But normally I would recommend everyone to go with Thrill the Hunt first round. But yeah, I went with VI this time just because I just never seemed to get it. This fight wasn't actually the most smoothest of runs. Obviously, you can't boot Pangar, so there's that, and then obviously Charog, obviously there's no boot to Charog. So yeah, but these two are quite stationary behemoths, so it's really, really good for the repeaters, and the parts break easily on both these, so it's really, really nice. So I repotted, got my buff real quickly, I targeted the head of the Charog. I've also got the Granny's Heartbreaker attached on this round as well, just to give that a bit more crit damage. As you can see, that's 1 part break. The VI is going in really, really good as well. He's enraged already. He's half health. Squeak dodge Pangar, and I still got hit by the Terror there, but it's not a problem. As you can see, collecting my buffs whenever I can. I target his left arm, it breaks straight away. So I decide to start still attack it to get more core damage. He's already dead. Pangar's already 1/4 down already. I start going for his right leg. It shatters already. Go for his left leg, that breaks. On the left leg, he actually dies as well. As you can see, this is very, very devastating, especially when you get VI. So if you do get VI, I would recommend just picking it up, even if it is first round. That's the only thing which I would override Thrill the Hunt with. Luckily enough, I got Thrill the Hunt second round, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to take it 100% this time. I got probably the 2 best amps in the game. It would have been better to probably have Thrill the Hunt first round, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So we got Rezakiri. I decided obviously not to use the Granny's Heartbreaker because it's only 1 behemoth, so I can focus him pretty well. Obviously, we read up the Blitz tonic and the Friends tonic. Did the marksman on the heads, the marks. And then when he comes down, we went straight for the head. Empowered my reload. And the head already snaps. Obviously, then we go for one of his limbs. And that almost breaks straight away as well. Just make sure you are obviously hitting the same piece as much as possible until it does break, because you get more damage from the precision sights. I actually messed up. I hit the hit again. I was supposed to aim for the limb, the claw, but I actually missed. It is what it is. He comes down. Obviously, he's enraged. I can't do much about this right now. This is like the worst nightmare for a repeater player. All you can do is shoot through the shield. Obviously, he comes down again. I then this time obviously land the marksman on the limb this time. Comes down. I continue to shoot it. It snaps already. I then work on the other limb. Make sure you're getting your empowered reloads by standing close to him as much as possible to give you that boost of damage. His right limb breaks as well. I go for the back right claw. Sorry, I go for the back right limb now. I mark it. He's about to get up. He gets straight back down again. I get more OP proc time. I decide to try and go for the other limb, the left limb, but I can't get an angle because of where he's dropped. It's not a problem. I decide to just hit for core damage now. And that's for Rezakiri down. We didn't manage to get the second limb break, but it's not a problem. We still got 4 part breaks on him, which is really, really good. Going into the 4th round, I've still got 2 Granny Heartbreakers tonic, which is really, really nice. I pick up Executioner, obviously deal 20% more damage when behemoths are below 50%. This is really, really nice amp. Even though it's a common one, I always try and pick it up whenever I get it. So we got Thrill the Hunt, we got VI, and we got Executioner. So they're like 3 really, really good damage amps. You haven't obviously got to choose the same ones, but obviously I always recommend going for the VI and the Thrill the Hunt. I will keep saying this to you guys. So before we fight Nasha and Shroud, I repot the Granny's Heartbreaker, collect my buff, and try and go for the head, but I miss somehow. Really bad hitbox. I actually do really, really bad against Nasher. I seem to just not be able to get his head as much as I wanted to, so I just try to just hit him in general. Shroud wasn't leaving me alone. Nasher kept twisting his body. He was really, really annoying. He went in rage in a really awkward spot. Also, I now read up my Blitz and Frenzy because I didn't actually read them up before. I decided to mark the tail of Nasher, which is a really, really good spot to break because it does high part damage. Shroud just was not leaving me alone. I finally get that break on the head. I then get him down with the proc from the shock. Shroud's tail obviously was right in my way, so I just stood behind it. Massive hitbox now. I lose pred to Shroud, but once again I'm still just targeting that right leg of Nasher to go for that break. He does run away a little bit. And Nasher dies anyway to the VI proc. So we're left with Shroud. He tries going into the sky. I break the shot proc on his right wing. I then target the head for the face break. Collect the buff. I was trying to get that second part break, but I just couldn't manage to get it. He's half health already. I've only been fighting him for, I don't know, less than 15 seconds. I mark up his front left wing. I snap that. I get a really, really lucky thing going here. I get the weak spot on his left leg. I break that straight away. I then try and go for the right leg, and I actually got enough OP time to break that leg as well. And that finish off Shroud. I almost dissected him completely, but the tail was really, really difficult because the damage output with these repeaters are pretty high and just doesn't have enough damage, part damage in it to make the fight go a bit longer. Obviously, I go into the last round and I decide to go with Dauntless Precision. I get more critical strike every half a second, then it resets pretty frequently. And yeah, I've got really, really good amps this run. Most two of them from the Terra Escalation. Then we've got Thriller the Hunt and Dauntless Precision, which is really, really nice. I obviously repot the Granny's Heartbreaker, the Blitz and the Frenzy Tonic. Always wait a little bit because this move will do a lot of damage to you. Just wait a split second. I then decide to mark disarm up and I miss completely. So that's a troll. I still go for the skinny arm anyway. Still doing like 600 to 1,000 a hit, which is really, really nice. If I had the wick spot on it, it would have broken a lot quicker, but honestly, it's not a problem. Still targeting that arm. I got my weak spot ready. Hit it, I break it immediately after the mark goes on him. I then start working on the other arm. 500 a hit, which is so big as well. Make sure you are getting your empowered shots where possible, which I didn't do much. Just, like, something wasn't even empowered. But now when they are empowered, it's like 900 to 1,000 a hit. It's really, really big damage. I break this arm, leg, whatever you want to call it, and I start going for the mushrooms, and I miss completely again. This really wasn't the best run, but still, it's half health. I really was annoyed because this whole escalation was really nice. I then break the mushrooms on its back really, really quickly. As you can see, if I hit the marks, it would have been a lot better, but it honestly doesn't matter. I decided to go for its body now for the body break to finish him off. I don't get it, but I do kill him. Hopefully you did enjoy this video and do give this build a try because honestly it is really, really decent. I don't really run repeat as much, but it's also really good for a group trial effort as well, a group run as well, so definitely go check it out. Thank you very much for watching and peace. Enjoy the rest of your day.